Right now, growing fear among Ukrainian refugees after it was reported that President Trump is planning to take away their legal status.
That would impact people all over the country, including here in San Diego. CBS 8's Shannon Handy joins us live from the House of Ukraine in Balboa Park and has details, plus reaction from a local refugee. Shannon?
Yeah, Marcella and Anna, it's estimated 240,000 Ukrainians sought refuge here in the United States after the war began, and many of them wound up here in San Diego, including one woman I spoke with today who came with her husband and 2 children.
Yeah, it's scary. It's true. It's scary.
Fearing for the safety of herself and her family, Oksana Muschenko left Ukraine in 2022. She wound up in San Diego, saying she was welcomed with open arms.
I remember when I rent our first apartment, and my neighbor opened his garage and say, "Oksana, you can give what do you want? Chairs, tables." It was so amazing.
Under the Biden administration, more than 200,000 Ukrainians were allowed to stay in the U.S. under humanitarian parole. But that could soon change amid growing tensions between the two nations.
You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now.
Last week, a meeting between President Trump and Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky ended in a war of words. Shortly after, Trump halted military aid to Ukraine. Then just today, a report came out saying Trump has plans to revoke legal status for Ukrainians living in the U.S., meaning they'd have to leave and find somewhere else to go.
It's horrible, especially for children. It's big stress, and I don't know. Today I woke up. It was not only confused. I feel big stress. What my steps next? How I can protect and save my children?
Oksana works at a school in Carlsbad. Her 2 children are enrolled in local schools. She says they're integrated into the community and are at peace here. At this point, the White House is not confirming what their plans are for Ukrainian refugees. Today on Next, the White House press secretary said no decision has been made at this time.
And according to reports, President Trump was already planning to rescind Ukrainians' legal status before his meeting with President Zelensky as part of his overall immigration reform. Marcella and Anna?
The White House isn't confirming this is actually happening, but what are you hearing about a possible timeline if President Trump does move forward?
Well, according to reports, Marcella, this could happen as soon as April, but there's a lot to consider here. Is this legal? Does that mean people who have visas that are still good through April, can they still stay? Or does that mean anyone who is applying for a new visa after April, do they get denied? So a lot of questions, not many answers. We will stay on top of this story and keep you updated with the very latest.
Very unsettling. Imagine waking up in the morning and seeing that news come down, and now you just don't know. All right, Shannon, thank you for that.